Disclaimer, there will not be spoilers, but my mic decided today was a good day to die.
Sup, ladies and gentlemen, it's your host, Nux, and today, version 2 of the top 10 sequels of 2017 I'm freaking hyped for, and I have some explaining to do. So I was so hyped about what was going on the last time I put out a video before all the stuff came out, and then, like Code Geass and Friends showed up on the coming soon list, I knew I just had to make another one. Not to bore you to death, I won't be repeating all those 20 that I've mentioned on the last video, and I'll instead put a link in the description if you want to see my commentary on them, put them there. So feel free to check out that list when you're done with this. It's in the description. Also, another thing in the description, it's stuff that is not going to be mentioned in this video. So if after I put out this video, Shokugeki no Soma gets a third season announced, it's going in the description. So before you complain, check there. Same with Tokyo Ghoul and all that. Anyway, let's get on with the list. Top 10 stuff I did not mention in the last video for whatever reason. We'll start with 10th place, Full Metal Panic IV. So, the reason why this is 10th place, honestly, is because I've seen the last season so long ago, I don't remember how much I liked it. I remember liking it, I remember liking the opening, I remember liking the series, all the series, even that Fumofu thing, but since it's not just so vivid in my mind, it made it to 10th place. That's really the reasoning behind it. However, I look forward immensely to seeing the characters again, whatever their names may be. Yeah, I did a lot of research for this video. Anyway, in 9th place, Yuki Yuna is a hero. So, this is a sequel of a series that ran in 2014, and a lot of you probably missed it because it seems like the most girly, babyish, kiddish show ever. So it's one of the most girlyish, baby, kiddish shows ever, and it was pretty good. Was it great? No. I'm not even recommending it to the masses. I'm just saying that if it's your style, you'll like it. It's about a girl who's in the hero club in school and gets a call on her cell phone. She has to save the world. You know, cool stuff like that. Yeah, you probably think I'm so gay. Anyway, let's go to 8th place so you can hate me more. Boruto.
Yes, Naruto has ended and Boruto is getting a series. Why don't I hear any yays? Oh, okay. Anyway, I will at least start Boruto, see what goes on. I mean, why not? It's an episode a week. Can't hurt, I guess. Maybe. Don't quote me on that later. But in all honesty, I am looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the next generation, just because I'll feel nostalgia when I see all the old Kages and stuff. And I'm praying to God it's not going to be like those movies, because honestly, anime movies that are based on actual series generally don't turn out good for the simple reason that the protagonist does everything in every anime movie. For example, in the first Boruto movie, I don't mean to spoil it, because if you haven't watched it, you probably won't, so I don't feel that bad. But basically, all the powerful guys get together to beat the bad guy, and pricky Genin-faced Boruto saves the day. Don't like that stuff. Anyway, 7th place, I'm excited as hell, Nanbaka. So, this was an anime that was a little overshadowed, that ran this season, and it was pretty funny, I must say. It was directed by the director of Gintama's first 100 episodes, so, you know, it can't be that bad. And legitimately, it was a funny prison drama, often blurring the lines between comedy and drama, overdoing everything, and with a very enjoyable cast. Honestly, I mean, they even had One Punch Man as the prison guard. I mean, how great is that? Anyway, it was pretty funny, and I am looking forward to the sequel. 6th place, Kekai Sensen and Beyond. What made me so excited about this is that I legitimately did not see it coming. I didn't think Kekai Sensen was ever getting another season for many reasons. One reason being, you know, it didn't get that popular and it didn't make that much money. The first season was quite good and underrated, in my opinion, by the general population. There were slow points in the series, and I do get that, but it legitimately was a good show, especially with that movie-ish final episode thing. It really cemented it as a decent series. However, I really was not expecting a sequel, so when I got an email from my anime list, Kekai Sensen and Beyond, I was like, okay, so it's getting an OVA episode. But I was wrong. It's getting a sequel. 5th place, Steins Gate Zero. So this information was out for a while, and I didn't put it on my last video, and I got complaints and whatever. But it's not really supposed to be a normal series. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's not really known what it's supposed to be, but since you guys complained, here it is, Steins Gate Zero. I have no idea what it's gonna be, but if it has Hoi Hyoma, I won't be upset no matter what it does. Don't quote me on that later. Anyway, 4th place, Code Geass Lelouch of the Resurrection. So, you guys are all saying, what, Nux?
Code Geass is your favorite anime of all time. I saw it on the list. Why isn't it first place? And the answer is because I did not want a sequel to Code Geass. Code Geass was my favorite show ever. The ending was, I don't think I could say my favorite ending of all time. I think it's pretty much accepted as the greatest anime ending of all time. I mean, I'll fight you on that. I don't think anyone would even disagree with me on this statement. It's pretty subjective. All that said and done, now you're probably saying,
So, Nux, why is it in 4th place? Why isn't it, not on the list?
the answer is because
My inner fanboy is screaming, holy cow, it's getting a sequel, I don't believe it!
yeah, I'm torn. Anyway, 3rd place, 7 Deadly Sins, a show I did not like as much as Code Geass. Wow, hard to compare the two. Anyway, 7 Deadly Sins was a really, really great series, one of my favorite shonens of all time. It did shonen right. That is one thing I could say in the favor of 7 Deadly Sins, and it's something that's hard to say in the favor of many other shonen, if any other shonen, almost. So I realized that the last 10 seconds didn't really explain anything about the series, and that's basically because the 7 Deadly Sins are these freaking overpowered bosses that go and take down Schnizzle and save the world, sort of. Anyway, the next season is hopefully going to take place in Camelot, with all the wee bricks and Arthur and stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to see what's going to be happening, especially because the characters are freaking amazing! You put freaking amazing characters in any sequel, and I will be happy. Don't quote me on that either. And another thing, if this sequel turns out to be another 4-episode bullcrap that happened last year, I will murder those guys. A1 Pictures will be dead to me. Anyway, let's do 2nd place. Gintama 2017. Wow, there's so much to say about Gintama. It's the final season of Gintama. Gintama was never supposed to end. But after the epicness that was the last 25 episodes of the 2015 installment, it deserves an epic ending. Guys, Gintama is a legend, and it will become cemented in history this year in the final arc. And holy crap, am I looking forward to it? You have no idea. Let's do some honorable mention before I mention the number one that you guys probably don't think I will be mentioning. Anyway, Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. Didn't watch the first season, so that's why it's not on the actual list. Saint Seiya is getting an 114,000th season, which is really cool. Haven't watched Saint Seiya, that's why it's not on the actual list. Days is getting a 2nd season. I've watched Days, it's just not so good, which is why it's not on the actual list. And K is getting something. What it's getting is unknown. It better not be an OVA, I'll kill him. I hope it's a sequel. That would be wicked cool. Anyway, 1st place. Legend of the Galactic Heroes 2017. Something like Gengya Koketsu or something, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because Legend of the Galactic Heroes is a show that's been legendary since the 1980s or whatever. Amazing and well known for its strategy and awesomeness. Anyway, I have not watched all of it. I've seen bits and pieces here and there, and I've never gotten around to watching the full, very many episode OVA series with bad animation that, I don't know, just never drew me there. They say the strategies kick whatever Code Geass can throw at you, and honestly, I'd love to see it. I would have loved to watch this a dozen times over. I just don't have the time, as you well know, because if you haven't watched it, you have no excuse aside from lack of time. Anyway, I hope that this will actually be a remake. That would be really cool. I don't have enough information on this to tell you guys because not enough information is released. If it's a remake, I will be so happy. If it's a sequel, I will have such mixed feelings. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Remember, check out the actual stuff that's coming out next year on my other list. Speaking of sequels, next year we're getting Blue Exorcist, so feel free to check out my Sarcastic Anime trailer on that. Sarcastic Anime trailer link on the screen. Previous top list in the description. And what else is important on the screen? Oh yeah, you can click that subscribe thingy and Patreon if you want. I mean, that's totally up to you. It's your prerogative, and I'll see you next time, which will hopefully be before 2017, so I can still make like a whole bunch of 2016 videos that I've been concocting. Hope you're hyped. Ciao.